Bang, bang. If you can hear me clearly, please hit that like button. I see like 6 of y'all already in the building. Please come on and hit me. Hit the like button. Let me know. As soon as you hit the like button, I can get started with tonight's show. So if you can hear me, before you do hit that like button, welcome to Andrew's the podcast. I am going to turn that background music down shortly, but please hit the like button and let me know that you can hear me clearly. And I keep doing that, and I don't even need to do that. And all I got to do is do this. Well, let me know. As soon as yep, so that works. Bang. Because I'm going to need this. All right, so a lot of things I want to get to tonight. First off the bat, Eric Carolina and Scott Harper from Gab News had an interview today that I want to make some comments. I want to give some commentary on. And the interview was pertaining to the EMS situation in Andrew, South Carolina, or the lack thereof of EMS in Andrew, South Carolina. And so I definitely want to tackle that. And then, y'all, man, I told you guys the other night when I was, I posted it on one of the videos about the controversy about the Juneteenth not celebration going on in Walterboro, South Carolina. So shout out to all my people out in the Walterboro area that's going to be checking in. La noche, that's Spanish for tonight, for those who don't know. Now, if you are just coming in here and you are from the Walterboro area, please hit that follow button, hit the like button, and if you so desire, okay, my Cash App is on the screen because I'm going to need it probably. Anyway, we are coming to you live and direct. What else did I want to? Yeah, I wanted to dig into this thing. And so what I did is I reached out to, I came across a podcaster. Okay. Somebody sent me up this podcaster, and I've been checking the stuff out today and looking into what it is. And this guy is in the middle of this controversy. And there's the flyer there that was the source of controversy. But I think that has since changed. This flyer, I know for a fact that it has since changed. And by the end of this broadcast, I will be putting up the new flyer. So again, I came into this just, listening and wondering, what was the big dust up about the Juneteenth situation. Now, Juneteenth happened in Juneteenth is a celebration that commemorates the official day that the federal troops reached Galveston, Texas, and emancipated the slaves that were still enslaved in Texas. And that happened in 1865. The official Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1863. Blase, blase, squaw, and da, da, da. Okay. Now, I'm not disregarding or disrespecting the history of Juneteenth, but for me to sit here and act as if I know a lot about the history of Juneteenth, that would be very disingenuous, because I know more about my history in Andrew, South Carolina than I know about anybody else's history. And that is by design, and that is deliberate. Okay. And so, again, I was just curious as to what the big dust up was about. But before we get into that, again, and that blogger's name, let me give him some credit. Got some images here of him. And we're going to play he apparently got into a conversation with Miss, what's the lady's name again? And I reached out to her on the inbox because after I heard it, I reached out to her because I wanted to hear her side of it, because it was a one-sided live in that the guy was talking about the guy was talking about orders. The guy was talking about he was talking about some inbox messages that he had from Miss Latasha. That's what I was trying to remember the name, Miss Latasha. And again, I reached out to her through Messenger, of course, and I reached out to her through Messenger to figure out what the situation was, get her side of it, because again, the conversation was one-sided. So we're going to do like a compare and contrast, and then, you know what I mean? I'm just going to give you my take on it now. Again, opinions are like, you know what I'm saying? Like navels, everybody has one, okay? So don't, you know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. All right, so before we get into that, though, y'all, again, all my Walterboro people, y'all got to come on to Andrews. This is Welcome to Andrews. So I'm going to take you to Andrews and bring you up to date on what we're dealing with in Andrews. You guys dealing with the controversy about the Juneteenth, right? And again, just to be totally transparent, because that's a word that people throw around. Just to be totally transparent, again, I just recently educated myself on what Juneteenth was about. I know people say, man, we've been celebrating it in Texas for this long and for that long. Again, my roots are along the Black River, Big Dam section of Andrews, South Carolina. Okay. And it goes back past those days that you're talking about. So I have a different reality that I'm dealing with. Okay. I guess that's what I'll have to say on that. And we got a historian in the building, and at some point we're going to bring her in and get some historical perspective in this. So Miss Richards, I hope you are ready. When I drop that link, then you can pop in here and we can talk a little bit more history, because I think in this whole thing, that's what's missing. Again, I now that I've had time to listen to both sides, or listen to one side and read the other side, I have a better grasp on what, you know what I mean, what I initially thought when I first saw the flyer. And, like, it's just like, okay, because I live in this area. And so when you don't have geographical context, or when you don't have whatever you need to really take to have an understanding of the situation, then you find yourself kind of jumping out the window on this thing here. Because I can promise you this, Walterboro, South Carolina's history dates way past 1865. Okay, way past, and we'll get into that tonight. So, because that's one of the things that I thought was lost in this, was the teaching element. This is you ever hear people say this is a teaching moment? This is a time that you can help. This is not a time to destroy, but it's a teaching moment. And so we got to be mindful of, you know what I mean, who we destroy and what we destroy them for. But again, all that's coming shortly. But let's get to this thing right here real fast. So today there was an article that was posted on Gab News. Got to give him the credit because he posted it. He did it. And the article is dealing with, again, what we are dealing with in Andrews, South Carolina. And that is that the EMS that was housed inside of the town of Andrews was removed from the town of Andrews, and it was done without any respect or any regard for the citizens of Andrews, because they did not involve. Georgetown County did this move on a departmental level. Georgetown County councilmen, for the most part, didn't even know what happened. Okay, and so and evidence is in that article. Now, Scott Harper, who I like the new you. Okay, but again, you're gonna have to spread that across the board. Don't let me just catch you interviewing blacks the way you interviewing with the hard interviews, because you don't go to Georgetown mayor with those hard questions that you go. Remember, you attacked Frank, the mayor. Excuse me, Mayor Frank. Excuse me. Remember, you attacked him at the county chambers, at county council. Remember that? Don't do that, man. Come on, because we got 2 representatives in the city of Andrews, and that will be Raymond Newton and Everett, Carolina. Now, you went to Everett, Carolina. Again, you asked the good questions. Let's get into that. I want y'all to see this right here. Let me get this shared to the screen. Again, thank you for tuning in to Welcome to Andrews Podcast. If you are new here, please hit the like button. I'm not charging for likes tonight. And then I need you to hit that follow button, okay? So real fast, here's the video right here of Councilman Everett, Carolina, and he's being interviewed by Mr. Scott Harper of Georgetown and Beyond News, I guess. Bing. And let me big this up. Now, Scott, we're gonna have to work on the production value now. I'm gonna keep it real with you now. I'm a podcaster and you a big time newspaper operation, and your quality, you need to spend some money. Hire me. I'll work, you know what I mean, for money. But but it's just production. You need your production brought up. You need your production brought up. What up, Mr. Harrison from Walterboro? Walterboro in the building. But Walterboro, listen, this is what we're dealing with down on our end. And then I'm coming back and we're going to talk about that, because again, I'm going to play Mr. Christian Du Bois. That's what his name is. I could not remember this gentleman's name. Let me find some stuff here on Mr. Du Bois. If I'm mispronouncing your name, brother, I do apologize. Let's see here. I got some quite a few images of you there. All right, so there he is right there, this gentleman right here. So in a little bit, we're going to get into that. But on the screen right now, and Scott, put the sun at your back. You know what? I'm not giving you this game for free. Hit my inbox and we can work on production. I can tell you what mics to get. I can tell you, you know what I mean? We can talk camera angles, all this other stuff like that. Because that's kind of and Mr. Everett, Carolina, the next time you're standing in front of the camera, don't let that man put that camera above your eye level, because it's looking down on you. But anyway, I'm tripping right now because I got a lot to talk about tonight. And, I'm just here. Anyway, so let's get here and let's play this clip right here. And this is Everett, Carolina.
Well, that is a project I am working hard to do.
Wait, let's start from the beginning.
Well, that is a project I am working hard to do.
And that project he's talking about is getting the EMS back inside the city limits. So where the EMS is situated now, outside of the town of Andrews, it's like 5 miles outside of the town of Andrews. It's about an 8 to 10 minute drive back in. Now you'll see citizens saying that it's a 4-minute drive. They lied. A mama lied too. If they come and telling you they're going to get from Big Dam to Andrews in 4 minutes, they must be using that old underground tunnel that they said that's in that area that, the ancestors ran through, but I haven't been able to find it yet. And I talk to the ancestors all the time, like really like all the time. We like just chatting it up, but we'll get into that later too.
Sit down at the table, look at the reality of it. You have 4 schools, you have a dialysis center, you have a medical center. You had an ambulance station that was 40 yards from the aging service that was housed in the Andrews Rec Center.
Now, one thing I'll give Mr. Eric Carolina, he's a very articulate brother, but being articulate doesn't mean that you're saying anything. And this is the conundrum that we find ourselves in. Like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the term word salad, but it's just a bunch of talking and it's just going nowhere. I think sometimes when I have to fill time on here, our word salad just blah, 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 blah. But this is what he's doing. He's saying that he's going to sit down at the table and they're going to talk. Now, here's what you need to understand about this situation is that he's talking as if tragedy is going to wait until Georgetown County Council decides, well, it's okay. We can allocate some funds and get another ambulance in the area. Okay. So, and what he's spitting to you now, what he's word salading to you now is you can go on my page and look back months and months. We've been covering this situation. He's repeating to you what the people were saying about the number of schools, the number of facilities. We know all of this. We know this, man.
You have retail and commercial operations. You have churches. So the concentration of Andrews' population is 1,600 in that immediate area where the ambulance was. It's now been moved 5.3 miles to the Big Dam Swamp area. You have less people there, more concentration within the city limits.
But can't county council? I mean, you're the kind of the leaders of the county. Can't you tell Mr. Ellis put the ambulance back?
All right, Scott, that was weak. Now you're kind of the leaders. They are the leaders of the county. Come on, bruh. But that was a good question, though. I ain't gonna be too hard on you, Scotty. But I will be expecting that interview from the white councilman Raymond Newton on tomorrow. It's only fair. You could throw a mic in Mayor Frank McClary's face. Why won't you talk to me? But we got past that, so I'm bringing up old stuff now. I'm sorry, Scott. I apologize.
Are entering into conversations exactly on that issue.
Do you think you think it will come back to the town?
I feel positive we are going to get that ambulance back.
That's a bad answer, Mr. Everett. You got to be more firm. We need you to be more firm, okay? I understand you got a politic, but this is not a political situation. We need a damn EMS in town. We don't have time to wait. They've been waiting long enough. The lady who suffered from the shortness of breath told you she was waiting.
Okay.
We are going to get it back. I mean, number one, if you look at the logistics with all of those issues that I brought up.
Okay, you confident we are going to get it back when? Tomorrow? Because that's when it's needed. Y'all remember how fast they moved and changed things when COVID came? Everything, it was hyper speed, hyper this, you know what I mean? Passing this, that, not everything else. Now we got to wait. I'm going to need that interview from that white councilman, brother. Don't make me take it there.
You could have an auto
It's almost
accident with injuries on one side of town. You could have a fire with incidents, injuries on another.
I guess, Scott, the sound is horrible. Okay, I'm having a hard time listening to it with all the background noise. Okay, your sponsors pay you to deliver a better product than this. Now,
it's like there could be many incidents happening at one time.
Mm-hmm. And could it be that you purchase another ambulance for Big Dam?
Well,
that's a good question there, goddamn. I'm gonna have to give Scott a dang I'm gonna have to drop one for Scott on that one right there now. Okay, now you talk about the money. That's practical. Listen, today I've been actually looking up EMS vans and getting a price. We're gonna get a price check and we're gonna present that to council. Like, let's help. Help me, help you, help us. You know what that is. If you don't, then you will learn.
Oh, there are all sorts of possibilities.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of possibilities. So If there's all sorts of possibilities, choose one. Choose one of those possibilities and do something with it.
Grants out there for obtaining.
Grants out there for obtaining. Do you know the grant process? This is a health and safety issue now when they're talking about a grant project. Let me get to
They
this.
call it emergency apparatus, and between the county and the town of Andrews, we should put all action for trying to find a remedy.
But when Mayor McCleary says this is political because he's suing the county and that's why you took his name.
You are Scott. The town of Andrews is suing Georgetown County, not Mayor Frank.
Away. Is there any truth to that?
I'm not dealt.
Is there any truth to that? You sit here with your finger on the pulse of politics, but you just taking a check for what? Ad revenue.
Looking into that and deal with the ambulance situation, which I feel can be remedied.
It feels as it can be. You're gonna take that building, the ambulance that the ambulance was housed on the county property. You're gonna take that off the demolition list.
It can be remedied because that ambulance station was strategically located in the highest density in the town of Andrews. You had about a month ago where a lady was at the gas station, a member of a woman's motorcycle club, who was burned as a result of a fire. You've had medical emergencies, so many, and many at one time. So we're going to have to go back to the drawing board and look at all the possibilities and see if we can come up with a solution.
Final question. I mean, do you have a timeline when this might happen?
Very soon. Within the next week or so, we're going to have a sit down and talk with all parties.
So, please, y'all, be safe, because it'll be next week. They're going to talk about it soon and very soon. Hopefully nobody ends up going to see the king, because if the ambulance had just reached there 5 minutes earlier. If the ambulance had only reached there 5 minutes earlier. Yeah, so anyway, man, let's jump onto this thing over here to my colleagues out there in Walterboro. Shout out to my people in Walterboro. If y'all in there, hit the like button and share this thing out there, man, so we can talk about what's going on over there real fast. But we're going to take some time with it, because this is a serious situation right here, man. And again, this guy right here, let's see if his name's on there somewhere. Mr. Dubois. Yeah, Christian anyway, don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys I'm going to play. Okay, I can't play it across this thing because I don't want to. Anyway, I'm going to play the audio of the conversation of the live that Mr. Dubois, I'm not sure. I'm gonna play that live, and then we're just gonna kind of talk about it. Now, also, what I'm gonna be sharing with you is, and I got permission from the young lady, is I'm gonna be sharing some of the text conversation just to bring it, just to make it balanced. You know what I mean? Because I don't care nothing about let's just be real. I don't, you know what I mean? Judge me, okay? But anyway, let's get into this. Let me get this pulled up, and we're going to listen to the conversation, the live broadcast by Mr. Dubois. He has a podcast over there. What is the name of his podcast? Not sure. I can't, because I can't see it a lot of times when I look at it. I ain't even looking like that, but I've been looking. Anyway, let's get into this thing. Let me find this thing first. Bing, bing. All right. So now, if he makes this private or something like that, then Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do with that. And so, I know. Well, I can't play that yet. Let's see where I can find it. Is it okay? There it is, right there. Okay, and y'all let me know that you can hear it. All right, first let me turn this. Oh, I can turn this off like that. All right, now if it gets to a point where he's playing music or something like that, I'm gonna have to turn it down because I don't want to get striked.
Good morning.
Okay, here we go. And the title of this is the real story about Juneteenth event in Walterboro. Okay, so let's go and let's see what he has to say. Let me find some more images here so I can make this a little better here real fast. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me source some more. Y'all not supposed to see this, but sometimes you got to give them a little peek. Okay, so let me pull this up so I can get some more images up of Mr. Dubose. All right, hold on. Let's I'm gonna play this and then I'll just be stopping it in there. I wish I could pull it up on the screen, but I can't.
Y'all get up, man. Y'all get up. Who up this morning? There's no appointment needed and no waiting room. Yep, you heard that correctly. Take 5 is so fast. You don't even have. What's up, good people? What's up, Miss Barnes? How you doing? What we got on this morning? I'm on the way to the my glorious career. I hope everybody's doing well. My Loretta, what up? What up, Tiff? Loretta, what up? What's good people? I got to give y'all the real information about this Juneteenth event, like, because everything wasn't said. Good morning, Doc. Good morning, Doc.
All right, like right there when he said everything wasn't said, I was looking for, I was trying to figure out if there was something. Did Miss Latasha? I was wondering if she had. Excuse me. I was wondering if she had posted something, and the only thing I found was the video of her and her husband where they responded to. I guess she was, apologizing for what, I don't know exactly, but let's see here. What's going on here? Let's see what's going on here.
Boy, Chef Edwin Wright, always dropping the knowledge. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the stars, Tiff. I appreciate that. Y'all feel free to send some stars if you want. They're gratefully appreciated. You feel me? So yeah, I'm gonna wait for a couple of more people to get on because I need to give y'all the real. What's up, Chris? Chris Robinson, what up? What up, my guy? Hope all is well, y'all. Yeah, I want to give y'all the real information about this Juneteenth event that's supposed to have been hosted in Walterboro, and it was put on by a lady named Miss Latasha Simmons. She's been inboxing me all night. Last night, I woke up to several inbox messages from her. And her statement was that she didn't know that the other,
Now, whoever made this flyer right here, this was funny here now. I don't know if the people on this flyer gonna sue you or not, but it was funny. Juneteenth, Candyland, what is it? Candyland, second annual Candyland Juneteenth Unity Festival. Then you got Steven down there, and then I'm assuming a white person put these flags in it, because I know ain't no black person went and got them flags and put it on that. I know they didn't do that. I'm hoping they didn't do that. But anyway.
Night before last that we went live and we invited her on the on the thread so that she can actually explain her, just where she's coming from with this Juneteenth event and the lineup that she had. So for those of y'all who, are kind of in the blind, Walterboro, this lady is putting on an event in Walterboro, right? Right.
All right. What I found funny is that I found it kind of funny. That's my flyer. I made it from the original one. You claiming that, man? You better be careful with that, man. Because the truth is, the other artists don't have nothing to do with that, and you could be really ruining those people's brand like that. So I'd be careful with that. That's Mad Weasel Comedy, Norman. Yeah, I'd be careful with that about you, bro.
She never responded. Like, I know I called her phone too because I wanted to have a dialogue with her. I wanted to ask her, what I'm saying? What's up, Shauna? I wanted to ask her, what she think.
And I couldn't find out if there was a relation with these people, and then I was trying to figure out who exactly Mr. DeBoer was. So, I had to do some digging a little bit, and I found some interesting things, to say the least. I told her that's how we see the flyer from our point of view. Okay, I mean, that's why it's America. You're free to have your own point of view, I guess. And so let me ask you: are you guys invested in this with her or something? I'm trying to understand. You said I told her that's how we. Who is we? Exactly. From our point of view. Yeah. Anyway.
What kind of angle she coming from? What made her choose that lineup? What made her choose that type of entertainment for this type of event? So, she messaged me last night.
So, is there like a specific type of? Okay, so from what I can gather, what I understand, the problem is the flyer. This flyer right here, and the fact that this white man is on this flyer right here. This man by the name of David Cooler. And then I heard somebody say something to that. Juneteenth is not a unity. Again, you're talking to somebody that don't really know a lot about Juneteenth, but I know a lot about South Carolina history, because that's where I'm from. Let's see, Black people that disagree. Okay, I guess there's Black people that disagree with the flyer. Okay, and so, and the disagreement is with this person that people just disagree. These are not actual people that are invested in this thing. Okay, let's see. Those that disagree with the headliner. Okay. And again, are these people who disagree? You mean just in general? You don't mean like, okay, they had I'm trying to figure out if this started from a group of people had said, okay, well, we're gonna do, because I'm seeing it's the second annual, so obviously they did it obviously they did it last year, so this is the second year, and so this year's theme is Unity Festival, and she says Unity Day is October 13th. She should have did a festival then. I don't agree with that. I mean, I don't. How are we telling her when to do and what to do? Like, who? I'm trying to figure out if this is people that's invested in this. All right, hold on one second, y'all. Got to take care of some business. Okay. Where we at? Let me get some music back in. Everybody talk about being vested. All right. So, and to catch up right here, everybody talk about being vested. We're gonna invest. We come spend money and support. Well, the other side of that too is if you're not interested in it, I wouldn't spend my money with it. I mean, that's just me thinking now. I'm saying if I don't agree with it, I won't put my dollars there. Investing our money and time to support being vested. You're gonna have to break that down. That's a little deep for me now. Trust me, I only got a high school diploma and oh man. All right. So let's see what he said. Investing our time and money to support being vested. Maybe I need to look up the word vested. It says sorry for my typos. I'm at work. It's all good. Don't trip. We're having a conversation here. We're trying to figure out why, that I don't know, y'all maybe younger than I am, mad rapper. Why are you mad, son? So again, if I don't support something, man, I'm not about to be like, I ain't tripping. I'm just not going. That seems like, I mean, we always talk about that, like, so, but I'm trying to figure out the other part of this too. So let me get back to this thing right here now that I got we got the runway cleared.
A novel, and trying to justify her actions. She said that she was.
All right, he says she wrote a novel that she was trying to justify her actions. Okay, first of all, why does she have to justify her actions to anybody? Okay, if you think she's wrong, that's cool. You just think she's wrong. I get that. You don't agree with her. Okay, was it a good idea to put that guy on the flyer like that? Probably not. Was it a good idea to let's go through this, because there's some points in this that I think. Now, Mr. Put it back on the screen. Mr. Dubois said that Miss I'm bad with names. He said that Miss Simmons wrote him a novel. Now, I read that novel. Okay, now Miss Simmons, I'm gonna keep it real. Now, that was long. That was a little long-winded. That was a little bit long. I was just like, oh, because you know how it is. You read. I don't know. Y'all might not have that problem, but anyway, I thought it was long, but to me, I would not have ever gone out on my way to explain nothing to none of these Negroes. Point blank. If you don't like it, don't come. Okay? And who is there, like, can somebody please put in the chat, give me a link to the proper way we're supposed to celebrate these things? You know how much I know about Juneteenth? Last year, same time, Juneteenth, that time, I ended up in St. Matthews at Wells Fargo, one of the banks that I bank with. To my surprise, Juneteenth. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? So are we really that mad? Because this lady's taking her money and doing, you know what I mean? Like, because as I'm looking into this, and I'm looking at Walterboro, like the crime rate in Walterboro. Woo, let's have a conversation about that. And then let's keep going. Okay, because I don't know why. I mean, again, I was trying to figure out, is this guy, because he got the big beard, he looks distinguished and handsome gentleman, bodybuilder. I don't know if he's a model because he's going there, shirts off. And so I'm like, okay.
Sorry, and she apologized for offending, so many people are black folks.
And there should not have been there. Again, a total random stranger in my damn inbox asking me to apologize to him for something that I think is right. Whether I think it's right or think it's wrong, whatever, it's America. That's what freedom is all about. That confused me right there. That's troubling right there. That any of you think that anything, if I offend any of you, if any of you are offended by anything I say on here tonight, please, from the bottom of my heart, understand that I do not care. There are billions of people on Facebook. Go over there and watch them. Like, it's like people crazy. I'm gonna sit here and be upset. If offend me some more. But before you get too offended, hit the like button on your way out. I learned about Juneteenth in high school back in 1991. Black Studies. Well, I did not learn about Juneteenth in 1991. Okay? I did learn around 1981 that my great-great-grandfather, Jerry Gamble, in 1882 was 24 years old in the state of South Carolina, and he was voting. I knew that. I knew that. I know that. Because ain't nobody. Oh my God. You can earn wild flick. So, yeah, so I didn't know about that, man. I was learning about my people. Half of these people in there right now who claim they mad about that, they don't know where their great-great-grandma buried at. Deal with that inside before you worry about, you know what I mean? Gotta explain myself.
Courtney, what up, speaker? And so,
hey, and then I found out dude ain't even from Walterboro. Like, I'm like, okay, so maybe he probably having his own Juneteenth festival. So this is why he's so offended by it, because he's probably repping it the right way. No. As a matter of fact, I went through and checked, I said, okay, well, last month was Black History Month. So I know as blackity black to back to Africa, Pan Africa, all this other. I said, I know, bro, been hitting it on I know he's been hitting it hard on doggone on Black History Month now. You feel what I'm saying? Because old girl was in the joint in the inbox explaining why this and that or whatever. Here we go.
I thought she was, trying to be, just trying to be apologetic. But after the conversation, via text messages, via inbox.
I mean, what more can you say? Again, I read the inbox messages. So what more can you say? Hey, man, I apologize. Why I'm saying I apologize, I know. Again, I'm just trying to get some. Again, I spent some time today looking at this, checking, what, Juneteenth. I mean, a lot of things happened in Walterboro before 1865. And it involved people that look like us. It's documented, but again, let's just keep on.
I really realized that she's not really apologetic. Her whole purpose is to make some money off this event, and that's what I gathered. That's what I gathered from our.
All right, and so I asked Miss Simmons that question directly. I said, Miss Simmons, are you, boom, boom, boom. She disclosed information that I would have been like, dog, ain't none of your business. This is my money. That's just me. But again, this person is accommodating to people's opinions, and that's good too. I guess it takes all kinds of people to make a world. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just how it is. And who took credit for this? Let me give you your credit. Okay. I don't want them suing me. Now, so let's get that right there. Y'all see him right there. Mad. Do you make flyers, Mad Weasel? Mad Weasel Comedy? That's my flyer. I made it from the original. Just wondering. But anyway, let's keep it moving and grooving and grooving. All right, let's see what we got here. Boom.
Conversation, that's my opinion. It's not, and from if I shared with you guys the entire
Hey, put your social media in there, man. Shout yourself out. Well, let me take the damn rebel flag off the damn screen first. Put your social media links in there, y'all. If you got YouTube videos or whatever, put it in there. Shout you out, man. I'm gonna come see your stuff. Let's get this man booked. Okay? All right. Let's keep this thing moving right along.
I'm quite sure that some of you would probably feel the same way. and she said that she actually spoke to the country singer, and she said that she didn't know. This is what she said. She said she didn't know that he had took a picture in front of a Confederate flag.
And I booked David Cooler before. I booked him for a comedy show. By the way, him and Marty Simpson, another white guy, but it wasn't on Juneteenth. Because people would have been mad. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to book a whole white show. You know what I mean? So this fake outrage. Oh, you're outraged. Really? Again, can you tell me what the crime rate is per 1,000 in Walterboro? Okay. This shirt is intentional. Okay. We mad at this sister, really, for her spending her money. She lost money last year. She probably gonna lose money again this year. But then I find out too, this is political too. So, but anyway, but let's just deal with this, like the flyer situation and all that good stuff. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my man, Mad Weasel Comedy, on YouTube at Mad Weasel Comedy. Drop one for my man, Mad Weasel in the building. Can you put the Afro Confederate flag up instead? By you talk about that Confederate flag that our grandparents and them. So, but that's another. Miss Richards, don't worry, you'll be in there. I'm gonna get you on here in a little bit, all right? Because I do want you to help bring some. And this young lady is a historical, like history, bro. Like I'm talking about South Carolina history. I don't know why y'all so worried about everybody else's history, because everybody else's history ain't our history. If you just start to dig deep right there in Walterboro, boy, you'd be surprised what you find. You put Afro Confederate flag. Yeah. You gotta send that to me. Send me the Afro Confederate flag and I get it up there. All right, let's get them up going again.
Right? But my problem is that if you're hosting this event, you should have vetted these individuals. You should have done your research. Like, if it was that easy.
It wasn't that easy to get the flag, that because I went through all of David Cooler's back. That flag, okay, that flag, that picture and of all of that, whatever. Let me let him finish saying what he's gonna say here. And then because we've moved past now he has ignored her apology. I would have ignored it too because it was too long. It was long. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? It was heartfelt and it was sincere, but it was long. Okay. But I mean, how long? You know what I mean? Like, and that's, you know, yeah, man.
For some of us to just find this picture of him in front of a Confederate flag performing, then it should have been easy for her to do as well. Not only that,
Not only that, through some research, I found out that this lady is a businesswoman, and anybody that owns a business, a legitimate business, a real business, okay, that's the kind of things, and like real talk, like who, you know what I mean? That's what we doing now. We vetting. I've been booking shows and Weasel. Matter of fact, I seen so he had Dave Martin from Charlotte. Dave, I can't remember his name. But you think if I book somebody on the show and find out that dude raping little girls, you think that's my fault? Somehow that's my fault. Somehow I'm booking a show, and if you know what all is involved in booking shows, right? Like there's a lot of moving parts. So I'm sorry. That whole vetted thing, like it ain't like she was booking for Cedric Park or for the Colonial Life Arena. You feel what I'm saying? But this little lady who doing a project out of her pocket, again, this ain't coming from no city funding, no taxpayers money. It's coming out of a private person's pocket. I can't get past that. Okay? A private citizen's pockets, spending their money to bring something to Walterboro, South Carolina. Now, I did miss the other event that these people who wanted to shut it down were going to bring to replace it. I maybe that flyer hasn't come out yet, but you know what I mean? Because it's one thing to take something away. Okay, if it's bad and it's wrong, take it away. But we're going to take it away and leave nothing? That's not fair to the people of Walterboro. That's not fair to the people in Walterboro who, like me, don't know a lot about Juneteenth. And this may be the only time that they ever get it flashed across their screen because, like Ms. Pilo said, they ain't teach her certain things in school. But we got to teach it a certain way, I guess. Just trying to, and why he was home Unity Fest instead of talking about ridiculous Confederate flag. I actually appreciate her for choosing him to attempt. Okay. I'll let go of my white man. See, that's what I'm saying. My white audience will come in here and say, hold on now. We gonna get it. Because we gotta have a conversation. Because again, I don't see the same energy. And I get it to an extent, but let's finish. Give Mr. Dubois a chance to go ahead and finish.
Thing was, why would you even have this individual as an entertainer at a Juneteenth event? And she tried to.
This is the second one. Now, this is what I keep keeping that in my mind. So I'm like, so obviously they're not experts on Juneteenth either. This is the second one. And this thing happened since 1865, and we just now having part 2. I'm country, so the common sense thing just kind of, you know what I mean? I can't help it. The common sense gets in the way sometimes. That's what I'm gonna just say it. All right, and Sabrina, you better be careful now because I got God damn it, Sabrina. Yeah. So Unity Day, I guess she said, is 13th, and we can't celebrate that on that day. And it's a sacred thing. And somebody probably got a problem with me making such a joke about it. But guess what?
I'm gonna say the N-word. That's racist. You can't say the N-word.
You better not. Because if you do,
stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
You know why?
I'm joking. Stop! That's a break! Stop!
No doubt, Sabrina. So that's probably why she chose the Unity theme. But let's get back to Mr. Dubois. No disrespect, sir. Just checking this. I reached out to this lady, and I want to go down to the borough tomorrow, if possible, and set up shop and let's go. That's why this camera's sitting here, because I was getting this camera ready, getting this boy ready for tomorrow's shoot. We doing long lens tomorrow, baby. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. We're going to Walterboro tomorrow. Okay. All right. Shout out to the ancestor Harriet Tubman and that work she did down on the Combahee River down there. Again, what was missing in this is the teaching point. I understand the correction point, but after you correct, you need to teach. Anybody can make a mistake. Anybody can say, hey man, I didn't know. I'm gonna tell you straight up and down, I ain't know. But if you ain't gonna teach me no better, then what good are you? Really? You understand what I'm saying? Well, we're gonna do some teaching tonight. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna do some teaching tonight. All right, Sabrina, you running out now. You talk about some doggone Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks is not from South Carolina. So slow down now. All right now. Slow down. You my dog. I rock with you. One more bomb for you, but don't you do that no more. Oh my goodness. Because I see the one thing I do too see now. The one thing I noticed too about because again, I did my research, right? I did some digging and I did some looking. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't much different for me, you know what I mean? He was different for me, but our records vary because, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I was a little stupid. Like, if you go look up my record, it might scare you a little bit because it's, you know, a little. Yeah, I was selling them things, now little traffic charges, weed charges, all kind of shit. You know what I mean? You can find with me, but I just had to go look into these people and see who it is I am dealing with. And a lot of these people, again, you'll hear them screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming about the white man this, the white man that, the white man this, and you go on their page and you go back. I get tired. I go back so far. I need to see one video with you speaking truth to power. One time when you standing up for your people, speaking truth to the man, calling the man name. Not tearing down the sister right here, but back to the show.
You know, justified by saying there are plenty of Juneteenth events that have white entertainers. And I said, well, please show me one. So she sent me a flyer.
She did. He said to her, and that's why I gotta kind of jump to the side now. He said to her, okay, again, I guess because she's a female, she do that. I ain't trying to explain jack to you, bruh. Straight like that, okay? Come or don't come, okay? But you're not the authority on Juneteenth, especially when I can go to your page, bruh. Come on, bruh. Like, keep it 100 now. Keep it 100. I'm talking about Black History Month right here, bruh. Why that white boy in the chair? If we so, like, we can't be halfway. You understand what I'm saying? We can't be halfway. You can't tear this sister down about what she doing, and on February 28th, okay, which is Black History Month, you cutting this white child here. Which is it? You got a problem that she decided, again, with her money. Nobody probably would have showed up. Her money. If I want to go book 6 monkeys on Easter, the Easter bunny can kiss my behind. I free. Okay, and like my grandma say, I free Thai fool. Apparently. Apparently. So here we go again. This is all opinion. This ain't fact. Don't. But I'm just saying now, we're going to do that, Jesus. You Jesus now? You Jesus!
From last year of an event that happened in Texas of a band.
He said she to as a way to say, hey, look, I kind of got, you know, I this is not out of the norm. Now, she sent him a picture, what was a video, I watched the video, of a band. It was a cover band that was native to Austin, Texas, right? He points that out. He says that the band is it's a local band, and that it's a local band, and that it's a local band, and that the band had white members in it. So again, she's just trying to justify what she doing with somebody who ain't on the bill, who ain't paying the bill. But that just, I mean, just like, you come to my house and we eating here. Now, if you ain't help me buy none of that, you eat what we eat or you don't eat. That's up to you. That's your choice. Okay. But anyway, so, so she sent him the video. I watched the video. And of course, they had white members in the band, and this was his response to that, because that wasn't good enough. I'm sorry it wasn't good enough. I apologize it wasn't good enough, but I guess you see who on the screen right there, so that's probably why.
That played at a Juneteenth event. Now, mind you, the band did have some white people in it, but the band had black people in it too. And so when I looked up this van...
So is the problem the white people? See, I need to know why you mad. You can be mad. Everybody, I get mad all the time. I try to know why I'm mad. Come on, people. Let's think about what we listening to here.
Band, I mean, come to find out, the band only plays Motown, soul, and funk music, which is what black folk music. And so it was kind of
that's ignorant. That's ignorant. And I'm sorry, you the spokesman of black people now. So me liking Johnny Cash is a problem for you. Me liking Nirvana is a problem for you, because it doesn't. Now you get to tell me what kind of music is. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. That's what we limiting in ourselves now. Telling our kids now, you can't listen to that. That's white people music. That's how we doing that now? Please help me. That's what it is now?
Appropriate. They weren't on no flyer. They weren't headlining no event. And that event actually had Kid and Play. It had a bunch of big name individuals.
So those white people okay because they play black music? What you think is black music? This is because they had black music? Wow.
And I don't think she knows the history of Juneteenth. I say Blackteenth.
Yeah, you said Blackteenth. That was a Freudian slip, which is a window into what is really actually going on. Blackteenth. Do you even know that you're only black in America? Do you know that? Do you realize that? Have you? I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming your record is not as bad as mine. I'll give you that. Now, like I said, I got some boy, but I've changed. But I haven't changed so much that I can just. I still got a bunch of glass in the house, so I ain't gonna throw too many stones too far, okay? And I promise y'all don't have to come to me because I'm not the authority on nothing black, okay? I'm joking now. When you talk about Black History of Andrews, South Carolina, yeah, I'm probably like an official. I'm like the LeBron James of that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and claim and take that right there. I'm gonna take culture for that. Culture first, race second. Talk about it, man. Talk about the Geechee Gullah culture. Walterboro is in the Geechee Gullah corridor. The Geechee Gullah corridor extends from Jacksonville, North Carolina, down to Jacksonville, Florida, and it extends how many miles inland? Can you please tell me, my history aficionado down there? So we're the Geechee Gullah. That's the only thing we need to be celebrating. All that other stuff. Anyway, let's go. Let's. So he's justifying. He's saying that she's trying to justify spending her money on somebody. She's trying to justify it to somebody that doesn't live in Walterboro. I didn't find any flyers of anything that you're doing in Walterboro. So the person who's doing something in Walterboro, let's attack her because she had a poor choice of artists. But here's something, y'all. The next part of this is the most revealing part of this. And again, you have to listen. You have to listen, Linda. Linda, listen.
That event had some major individuals, and that band is a local band from their area.
Now you heard what he just said. Again, context, people. Context. If he's just done, like he said, that's a local band from this area. That's why she chose that artist. It's because David Kula is the local. He's from Bamberg. It's not that far apart. I don't know. Don't know if you know that or not, but exactly what you just said. He's a local artist. Okay, so that local band with the white artist that you say, well, it's okay because they local. I guess the white don't matter because they local. Then, okay, that's now you looking for a problem. Now you're being petty now. Okay, that's at this point of the conversation when the pettiness started to come out right here. Okay.
I think they're from Austin, Texas, and so I could see them being appropriated.
Austin and Galveston are both in Texas. Okay, this Juneteenth thing started because of what happened in Texas. Okay, and that wasn't the only point of reference she had. They're having and I've seen some of these opportunists, these people. They put the Segra Park in Columbia, where I go watch the Fireflies play. They're having a Juneteenth thing there, and it's a festival, it's fireworks, and I didn't see anything on there about an education piece. So maybe they're gonna march some slaves out across the field in honor of. There's no education piece of that. It's a bunch of cotton candy and vendors and okay. And just imagine if that's too far. Your brains, you're too far gone. Too far, yeah. Too.
Or putting that band, or I really don't care. My whole issue was, why would you put a country singer, which I don't know too many black folks. There are some black folks that listen to country music.
Again, this is why you don't let Negroes like this speak for black people. All my white people in here, we don't all think like this, okay? Okay? We really don't all, you know what I mean? We really do not, all of us don't think like this, okay? Here's this man that's saying that's not that. So Darius Rucker, he's not black because he Darius Rucker is from Summerville, South Carolina. Okay. Granted, I'll give you that's not the most popular music amongst black folks, but for you to take and put everybody to speak for everybody else, you're sounding like a damn racist, bro. Like real talk. Like you don't get the liberty to speak for me. And so I guess you're the lead dog in this fight right here. Bang, 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 bang. Again, there wasn't no education piece to this thing. I got what you're saying, but we need to be deliberate in saying that, okay, we're going to honor these people by teaching, not by eating cotton candy. I mean, even with this thing, singing and all that or whatever, I may not even agree with that. But I do agree that if I want to do what I want to do, I can do that, period, because I'm free to do that. And if you have a problem with it, you're free not to attend. Point blank, period. How you going to take something away? Now, if you guys were coming back and saying, hey, look, we got another, we're going to make sure the people, Walterboro, but I don't see none of that. I mean, I see none of that. Let's keep going.
Not trying to discredit that at all, but that's not our music.
Boy, you. Here is what you call a oxy. This is at the core of the problem when it comes to. I don't think we really listen to ourselves when we be talking sometimes. I really don't think we listen sometimes. On the bridge run, hey, listen, y'all go out and y'all join the Mayor of Andrews in the bridge run. There you go. I'm not joining no bridge run. Down in Charleston tomorrow, Cooper River Bridge. I don't know if it's the Cooper River or what, a Ravenel. I'm not even sure. But bridge run tomorrow in the Charlie. Oh. Okay. And Darius Rucker, man, Good Friday next week. What about honor the ancestors and plant something in the ground? Y'all better listen to this lady right here. But if that wind coming out the east, what? Don't plant. Why? See, they don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. The east wind. We modern Negroes now. Talk about history, them niggas talk about Gucci. Gucci!
There are some black folks that listen to country music. Not trying to discredit that at all.
Okay, ho. He said there's a lot of black folks that listen to country music. I'm not trying to discredit that at all. And watch, he immediately discredits that.
Our music, like, to be honest with you. So she goes on to say that
hold on, I missed that. Let's back up a little bit.
Discredit that at all, but that's not our music. Like, to be honest with you.
There you go again, speaking for everybody. Come on, brother, that beard makes you more intelligent than that. Now, come on, now you got that. You know what I mean? That I seen Umar must have married you or something, man. Come on, Jesus. Come on, Black Jesus. Because that's the only reason to explain to me why this lady is trying to explain herself. And
so she goes on to say that, she spoke to Mr. David. She said she's known him for 10 years. She's never known him to be anything but respectful. And, she's like, I don't tolerate racism, this, that, and the third. Okay, that's fine. And
so here's where the rubber meets the road. And here's where Welcome to Andrews, the podcast, is way ahead out here with these people right here. Because see, here's the difference between me and this gentleman. I'm going to speak with David Cooler himself. Okay, I'm going to ask him directly about the rebel flag situation. So I'm going to give him a chance to explain that himself. Okay, so if we're being fair in all things, because that's a coward approach. Like, let's not deal with the, you know what I mean? Let's ask him. Hey man, what did you not understand that was probably culturally insensitive to take this gig? And see what he says about it, man. I just wanted to play some music, man. I don't know if that's what he's gonna say or not, but he's gonna have the opportunity to say that on Welcome to Andrew's podcast, because
I'm gonna say the N-word. That's racist. You can't say the N-word.
Yeah, production value, Sally. Again, tomorrow, we're going to be broadcasting from Walterboro, South Carolina. I just got the confirmation right there. So it's going down tomorrow. We'll be speaking live with Miss Latasha. I just wanted to give her a chance to speak her mind, too. You know what I mean? Like, because this is unfair.
She spoke to Mr. David, and David himself withdrew from performing. She didn't have the goal enough, or she wasn't brave enough to let the man know, hey, we just...
There's a brother saying that this sister wasn't brave enough to tell this white man that she couldn't have him on the show. Again, I read the messages, and that's not what happened, okay? She shared with you that she had a conversation with Mr. Cooler and that he decided, okay? He decided. She wasn't given the opportunity. Even in the text messages, you can see that, but it's easy to do that when you, it's easy to do that when you got somebody that's not willing to really get in there with you. Because again, I spoke with the lady, and this lady ain't, she don't do this internet thing like that. I could see on that video when she was apologizing, like she's about to be in tears, which is crazy for doing something that, you know what I mean, just do nothing. Don't do nothing, okay? Because if you don't do nothing, because if you don't do it right, you got to go and check with the board. God dang, Gotti. Hold on, man. Gotti, man, you on live right now, man. What's good with you, brother?
I was just calling to see who you the A, man.
Man, I'll be down that way in a couple of days. I got some couple jobs I need to take care of up this way here this weekend. So yeah, I'll be down there in a couple of days. I'm talking about a situation down in Walterboro, man, where his sister put on this. She's putting on a Juneteenth event, but I'll tell you more about that later, man. I'm right in the middle of it, but I'll hit you up when I get off here.
Walterboro off the chain, boy.
Yeah, Walterboro off the chain, man.
I got family down there.
That's what's up. You want to shout them out down there?
The Cutting Hands, shout them out down there. They're real big down there in that Walterboro.
One time, that's that West Andrews, that's that Andrews Walterboro connection. All right, we big dog. I'll catch up with you.
Go on.
All right. Yeah, so that's my barber. As y'all can see, I need to go see him. Look, man, I don't even all that pretty dude stuff. It's a little, you can't be doing that right now. You gotta be careful with that now. So where were we at right now? Let's get back on the situation. My man right here. Because he said that he's saying that
it wouldn't be right for you to perform at this event. Like, this isn't appropriate to even have you here.
She's saying that after she booked the event with this gentleman, after she took her money. So in case people don't know, when you book an event and you book an artist, you have to send what's called a deposit. And then when you go to that artist and say, hey, look, I no longer need you on the show, you don't get your deposit back. Okay? Again, she's spending her money. We mad at her for spending her money the way she want to spend her money because we so hurt We're so culturally offended, right? We are so culturally, just misappropriation of our culture. We are so offended. That's why we put on so much green for St. Patrick's Day, because we're actually Irish people. We're not. According to his logic, come Cinco de Mayo, I should not see any of you black people at any Mexican restaurants, especially since the Mexicans killed them 2 black people from South Carolina. Oh boy, he just said it. He just said that. He really said that. Let's go.
Had to step down himself, and I have nothing against this singer. I don't know him. I appreciate him.
Hold on now. God, dog. Don't be contradicting yourself like that. You don't got nothing against the singer, but then you got something against the singer being on the flyer. But you're not man enough to say to David Cooler, hey, bro, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna push you out the way, and I'm gonna slam on the sister. I'm gonna dunk on her. Bam, just all on her head. Okay? I'm just coming right on top of her head. Oh, you sorry? You sorry? You ain't sorry enough. You ain't sorry enough. I'm sorry, Jesus. I'm sorry, Black Jesus.
For recognizing that, okay, this might not be a good event for me to perform at. So I just want y'all to understand that this lady, Miss Simmons, she's not the one that told him.
So if the problem was the artist on not being on the show, and the artist removes himself for the show, now we move the problem right back to Miss Simmons.
To not perform, okay? Just so y'all know that it wasn't on her, it was on him. He took the liberty to say, you know what, I don't, I'm gonna go ahead.
The good white man with the rebel flag. That one is a good, decent white man. The white man knew what to do. You got no problem with David Cooler. David, you go get your hair cut over there. And I know to my base, this is a teaching moment here. Okay, I get it. I understand. I don't want to exhaust y'all with this, but this is necessary. All right, because there's a lot of people that get up screaming that blackity black, back to Africa, black and then black. But then you go check this dude's social media feed, and the work is just not there. You know, he's speaking to some kids about blah 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 blah, but it's just not there. The work is not there. And so this better be careful who you following. Again, check the record.
Withdraw. And these are from her words, right?
Now I'm gonna tell you now, when you check his, you check mine. His ain't bad as mine. I'm gonna give him that. I'll give you that, bro. You ain't, you know what I mean? You didn't get into all the stuff that I got into, but you know what I mean? Because you're perfect now. You know what I mean? You're perfect now. You know, the record is the record. Okay, I'll give it to you. You know what I mean? You're like me. We ain't did nothing in a long time. But we're really not in a position to be criticizing somebody who spending their money on what they want to spend it on. Like, really? Did y'all vote for her or something? I didn't even know this was anyway.
And so even through the text message, I said, well, she said that she's going to make it public that.
Now, this part right here is some bitch ass shit. I'm just going to say this right. This next part right here is some bitch ass shit. Like, bro, don't bully the sister, bro. This is a sister. Come on now. This could be your wife, your daughter, and just a grown strange man. Here this young lady, nervous, scared, think she done blow up the world because I thought Charlamagne and them was supposed to be getting this thing. I remember I couldn't watch that 7 Hour Live. Like, that was just exhausting. I couldn't do that. And I thought Charlamagne the God that was supposed to be getting this thing, and I'm gonna send it up to Charlamagne. You know what I mean? I know Charlamagne, and I'm gonna send it to Charlamagne. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I know Charlamagne. I know Steve Harvey. I know Dave Chappelle. I know Kevin Hart. They just don't know me. They just don't know me. Oh, Mr. Harrison said she ain't scared. She had no reason to be. I agree. That's why, Mr. Harrison, I agree. It's just like she ain't got no damn reason to explain herself to these Bamas. That's the blackity black. I'm gonna save everything black. Except I'm not gonna say nothing to no white man because he's a good guy. You know what I mean? I'm mad at him for the flag, but then I don't want no smoke with him. And he is reachable through social media. I have his phone number already. I had it for years ago, but let's leave the women out of it, bro. Come on, let's not do that. It's mean, very mean. And then listen to how he says to her, whatever he says.
That the lineup that this guy's not gonna be performing, she's gonna make it public. And I let her know. I said, listen, make sure when you let people know that he's not performing.
He let her know. What grown man who ain't put not near coin in what is going on gonna tell another woman, I let her know. Bro, the issue was the artist. The artist was gone, so there was no need to then, you know what I mean? There wasn't no need for this, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck.
Make sure you let them know the reason. Make sure you let them know the truth. Make sure you let them know that he's the one that said that he wasn't going to perform. Don't come out trying to act.
Let him know that the good white man said he wasn't going to perform, and you, the bad black lady, you wrong, and you need to apologize to Black Jesus, okay, who is the authority on blackity blackness. Again, we are 8 minutes and 41 seconds in there, and the lady's been trying to apologize, but this gentleman won't let her apologize, and then he tells her, you better make sure you tell that he backed out and you didn't have nothing to do with it, as if anybody cared about that aspect of it. This is fun, though. This is interesting, I'll tell you that. Let's go.
Like, you're the individual that, you realized you were wrong, and you wanted to make things right. Because in our text messaging, in our inbox messaging, she's playing both sides. And 1 minute she's saying, well,
and I'm assuming that this is his interpretation. She's playing both sides. what she did in the text messages, y'all, she got aggravated with this bitch ass shit. Is what she got. That's what happened. It's like I'm aggravated with it because when you trying to apologize to somebody and they just refuse to accept or even acknowledge that, you know what, I made an error in my way, and there's no redeeming. You know, you can't be redeemed from that. That's the whole. You feel what I'm saying? Because even through this, again, there's no teaching. He could have took and said, hey, look, sister, this is what Juneteenth is, and here's why it probably came off wrong. Was this done? Here was the opportunity. You took the opportunity to tell us about the text messages and all this stuff here. But did you take the opportunity to teach her? But I'm the bad guy. I'm just asking questions. Is that not a common sense question? Somebody please get in the damn comment section and tell me that if that's not a common sense. I mean, that's just, if you're so mortally wounded by the David Cooler being on my ancestors' day, I got to teach you. Ain't none of that happen, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Gullah Goods and Gifts, where the Gullah dollars. Y'all see it on the screen right there. And I share experience within the Gullah Geechee corridor. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and follow that. Right there, Gullah Goods and Gifts. It's on Facebook. All right. Make sure y'all go over there and check it out. Okay. Let's keep it moving.
But I hope it. She said something like, "Well, have you ever made a mistake in your life?" I said, "Yeah, we make mistakes. I get it, making a mistake, but own up to your mistake." You know what I'm saying?
In the first, I'm talking about, this lady said, "Sir, I apologize." Like, I don't know how many times she said that. Like, how do you own up to a mistake? Like, how do you do that? You do it like this. Fuck you, nigga. That's how you do that. Fuck is you talking about, man? Because your beard, you got a big beard. You smart? Huh? You trying to kick knowledge? That's what you trying to do, B? You trying to kick knowledge? I want y'all to listen to this next bit of knowledge, bro kicks.
Be transparent. And she's not, she didn't own.
Hey, transparency. That, like she said, we all make mistakes now. We all make mistakes, so be transparent. She was as transparent as I think anybody could be. Again, I would have never, ever tried to explain myself to, and then even if I did, after, it would have went bad fast. Right after I said, hey man, like, I apologize, and you came on like with that just nagging, like a, you know what I mean? Like a female, I would have just been like, bro, you ain't gonna do this, yeah. Baba. Step your production up too. You got a good audience over there. You need to reward them. They're sending you stars or whatever, man. Man can't live off stars alone.
Up to a mistake. She tried to last night. What up, Henry? What up, Nakia? So, and I asked her, I was like, I said, we can understand if you own up to your mistake and say, you know what?
Who the is we? Who is this we that these people got to answer to? Dude, this is high level narcissism right here, man. If you don't know, look it up. This is high level narcissistic behavior. She had to answer the Black Jesus. We ain't put no money in that. So how we get a say on that? And again, go to we page and you don't find nothing about that. You don't have a history of doing that? You talking about rather the brat pregnant and a pool party on 4th of July. But now it's blackity black. Walterboro can't have this. It offends my senses. I can't believe they have the unmitigated gall.
Done something different. That is not what she did. She backpedaled. She, she acted as if, and in my opinion, I'm gonna just be honest.
She acted as if, and he gathered all this through a string of text messages. She acted as if, and again, I didn't know that this guy was on the board of the Juneteenth Commission, the commission board of Juneteenth, or whatever that board is. I did not know he was on that board. He was the delegate, the Juneteenth delegation over all things black, blackity black, back to Africa, black. But you don't know nothing about South Carolina, black. I bet you don't know nothing about that because you ain't saying nothing about that. But this is other crazy foolishness, right?
I don't really consider that a mistake. Like, I really don't, because I don't see how you could even.
This is the kind of dude right here that check that, you know what I mean? He want to check papers for the teacher. Can I check the classes, test scores, and all this other stuff in? You don't consider that a mistake. How does that work, y'all? How does that work? Please, again, comment section's wide open. Somebody explain to me how that works. Let's keep it going.
Have this individual performing at a Juneteenth event and think that this would be appropriate ever. That's not a mistake.
All right, the guy's not performing at this point. You're now wanting to rehash her for making a mistake, which you said it wasn't a mistake. She did it intentionally. Clown.
In my eyes, that's you just not knowing what Juneteenth is.
You blind in her eyes. And guess what? Here's something that you people really need to understand, that you don't ever have to justify the knowledge in your head with the ignorance in somebody else's. What you think you know, that's you. And again, you ain't putting no money behind it. You ain't doing nothing for the people of Walterboro. She is.
About. And individuals that know what Juneteenth is about would have never even considered having.
Individuals that know what Juneteenth is about will have a Juneteenth thing for themselves, and they'll do whatever they need to do for whatever they're gonna do for Juneteenth. Okay? Apparently she didn't know. And she told you she didn't know. That's why she said, I apologize. Why you got all these white kids? This is the second white kid you done cut on doggone Black History Month. You can't cut no more black people hair on, no more white people hair on Black History Month. Okay? No more white people hair on Black History Month. He made himself Jesus. He's got a beard. I guess if you get a big beard like that, you can. It gives you divine powers or something. It makes you the authority on everything black, apparently. So I gotta get me a beard. Let me see. Give me a beard. Watch, look, I'm gonna get a cut, but I ain't gonna do. I want me a big beard so I can look smart and intelligent. But I gotta work out like dude ripped. Like I can't mess with him on that department now. You know what I mean? You got that part right there, Kristen. Now, all right, no homo now. You know what I mean? Handsome young man, well built. You know what I mean? He don't be talking about nothing, but I guess you think you do. You know what I mean? Get suits on or whatever. You know what I mean? I like you got that part there. Now look at him, y'all. Look at him. Clean Gucci. Did you know that Gucci and Hugo Boss designed the Nazis' uniform? Did you guys know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? Gucci! Talk about culture. Talk about Gucci.
This man performed, let alone having him as the centerpiece of the advertisement that you're having a Juneteenth event. That in itself shows shows me that a lot of this has nothing to do with Juneteenth. This has something
to do with what? It has something to do with what? It don't have nothing to do with Juneteenth because Jesus said, like Jesus said, it don't have nothing to do with his opinion. Judge not less, for ye shall be judged, and in the judgment in which you judge, you shall be judged. Again, go pull my record. I promise you, bro, it's worse than yours. I promise you. Listen, I'm just tell you straight up, it's worse than yours. So I ain't judging. Okay. Now, there's a difference now. Okay. My crimes a lot of times surrounded by my entrepreneurial spirit. You know what I mean? I never received stolen goods or that petty shit. I'm not a petty thief. But anyway, that's just, again, go check mine. Promise. You'd be like, dang, cuz. You know what I mean? But I'm retired, just so you know. All right? Just so you know. I got, yeah. So let's get back home. Show some respect here, dog. You know who you talking with.
Do with her making money. And
whoa, go back.
Of the advertisement that you're having a Juneteenth event. That in itself shows shows me that a lot of this has nothing to do with Juneteenth. This has something to do with her making money. And she later when I read all the messages this morning, because I was like, you don't.
And what's wrong with making money? He's literally in that broadcast, he's literally soliciting people to spend money. The stars is you, the audience, donating money to the cause. So he's literally doing that for money. So why would he have a problem with her doing anything for money? The hypocrisy is magnifique. You ain't the Jesus I'm following, I tell you right now, because that's total hypocrisy. If her motivation was for money, what is it to you? What is it to any of you if her motivation was for money? Why does it matter to you guys so much? Please, the comment section's wide open. Just curious. Because he said she did it for money. No shit. That's what we do things for in America. That's why it's called a capitalistic society. We capitalize. I mean, Mr. Harrison, who cares how it's funded? She can fund it any way she want to do it. She can fund it any way she want to do it. They're not funding it, is my point. So how do they get to have a say in something that they don't reach into their pockets and put a dime out for? Not a brown penny. But we got so much to say.
Like at the Black Food Truck Festival, right? Like I don't see other vendors but black food trucks, because that's a Black Food Truck Festival. she's gonna sell me. Oh, I've been to black food truck festivals, and there's white vendors, and
Again, petty back and forth. Okay. He said people who know what Juneteenth is, they put it on. So why you ain't took the time now to tell her what it was? Because she out for money. But thank you for the stars. Really, dude.
I'm like, well, show me.
And when you get them stars, man, get that production thing up. Hit my inbox. I'll tell you, show you what mics to get. These cheap mics here. We can step it up. I mean, you know what I mean? Because it's here. And when you doing your broadcast, invest in a cheap a cheap tripod, right? And then take your phone and then put it away from you guys. And then even when you're live, you can manipulate the camera size, and that way you can get in your backdrop there and get yourself, I see your face are well lit, so you did a good job on that. But the backdrop, it's like, come on, man, step that shit up, man. And then you out here asking for stars. Really?
She showed me some screenshots of white people doing security.
Again, here she is trying to explain something to him. Why? Don't y'all do that, okay? Whatever y'all get to doing, do it. You don't gotta explain. Unless if they are an investor and an investor said, hey, look, I don't think this is a good idea, then cool. Gotta listen to your investor. That's where the money at.
At the black food truck festival, I'm like, white people doing security. First of all, the fairgrounds, I'm quite sure the fairgrounds has their own security, and I don't get what she's saying as if they're participating in an event.
You're not trying to get what she's saying.
And by all means, I am all for all races, all ethnicities,
except for what?
Being able to participate, being able to patronize the Juneteenth event, any Juneteenth event, but not being a part of the lineup, not being able to receive revenue when it's basically for us. I mean,
back to what I was saying, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. We're not celebrating Cinco de Mayo, y'all. Y'all ain't Mexicans, okay? Y'all can sit and watch. Go watch. Don't eat one taco. Just watch. No margaritas that day. Get you a bull and some gin and a bucket of chicken.
We are black people are already disenfranchised. We're already, second, third class citizens.
Second and third class citizens. I want to be a second, third class citizens. In America, second and third class citizens get to walk around in Gucci and claim that they suffer the same way that our ancestors suffered. Second and third class citizens make their way to the cockpits of jets. Okay, this is how a second or third class citizen does it in the United States. Look at these second and third class citizens in the United States of America. Look at those second class, those bums. Look at those bums. Look at those. Look out. Oh my God. Look, you're struggling here. It's hard here.
Right. Black people have already been pushed back so much, and they always try to compare our struggle to every other struggle. They compare our struggle to
our struggle. Our struggle. What struggle was that? Was that the struggle? Was you trying to get that package, keep that package up? Bro, we ain't had no struggle, bro. Please cut that out. To even cut that out, bro.
I've heard them compared to the Holocaust, the Jews. I've heard them compared to LBGT. I've heard them compared to every other struggle, but there's no struggle that has been going on for 400 years. Like really.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that he's not 400 years old. So I don't know how he would know with such conviction in which he's speaking that this has been going on for 400 years. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure out, like, I hear that all the time, and then I do the math, and it's not 400 years or this and that because just things that, again, tap into your South Carolina history, man. I mean, case in point, you guys in Walterboro, South Carolina, right? The history there is, we talking about Juneteenth, something that happened in 1865. What happened in 1715 in Walterboro? Okay, what happened in 1715? Now, you want to educate? Let's talk. Let's talk a little bit. Let's do a little talking real fast. Okay. So in 1715, there's a town over in near Walterboro called they pronounce it Yamasee, right? And in 1715, in the town that they call Yamasee, back then that was the home of the Yamasee tribe. Okay, the Yamasees, and they had a war back in 1715, so they were there prior to that. And if you go study these documents, right, and you say, well, who's the Yamasee? Why are we studying the Indians? You know what I mean? What's going on with, why are we studying that? And it's because, again, you don't know your history at all. You want to be a victim, but you don't know your real history. You're not even close to your real history. Okay. There's this, and these are descendants of these people that occupied that area, right? They still around today. And you know what the Yamasees look like? Here you go. Let me give you a look. And they're located in in Fairfax, South Carolina. They got a reservation in Fairfax, South Carolina. Go look it up. The Yamasee tribe. Yep, them black-skinned people right there that y'all call Indians. You better learn about the Creek Indians, man. Y'all want to just jump on and just, oh, the slave, this, that, the slave, this, that. That actually wasn't the reality for everybody. History is not a one-size-fits-all type thing. Not one time did he mention Harriet down there in that river down there during the Civil War. Not one time. Let's just destroy this chick. Finish her. Finish her.
We have been disenfranchised. We have been treated as second-class citizens for over 400 years. And it still goes on to this day. And it's prevalent when you
look. It's going on right now. Watch these pictures there. There go that thing. Oppression. Look how oppressed we are. Look how oppressed we are. Look how oppressed we are. Oh my God, look at the oppression. Look at the oppression. How oppressed we are. Oh, we're struggling. It's the systemic racism that's doing it. It's just goofy.
see the huge disparity on black males or black people in general being killed at a disproportionate rate by police officers, unarmed black people. And so you see,
bro, you saying the same thing everybody else say, bro. You really just parroting talking points, bro. You ain't saying nothing, bro. You parroting talking points. That's what you're doing, Black Jesus. Dude put his face on this Yeah, I don't see these pictures as anything but that pictures. Idol worship shit.
It with redlining, you see it with oh man, you see it with redlining is where we don't get the same type of loans.
Oh my God, we don't get the same type of loans, dude. That's a lie. If your credit good and you got a good credit history and you pay your bills on time, you get loans that anybody else get. Okay, period. Do you check the boxes? If you don't check the boxes, you don't get the loan. That's how that go.
We don't even get the same type of jobs. We don't even get the same type of respect, and not just
where you don't get the same type of respect here. That right there, that's where you don't get the same type of respect at, or is it right here? They disrespecting you right here. I know that. Yeah, they disrespect. They got you surrounded. Jumping on.
In our area, but across this country. And so when we have an event that's supposed to be highlighting our folks, and Juneteenth is basically Black freedom,
then do that on your own dime. Spend your money and do it any way you want to, bro. Like, this conversation makes no sense. That lady tried to apologize and tried to move past this. You just got to keep it going. She doing it for money. You doing it for money too. I'm doing it for money too. Everybody's doing it for money.
It's like our Independence Day. It's like the day that we should be able to celebrate and be able to.
How is it our Independence Day? And let me go back to Miss Pilo's comment right here. Let me educate you, bro. Let's back up here quite a ways. I remember putting it in there. And Miss Aiken, she tagged Mr. Dubois, Mr. Dubois, and she tagged a comedian, and I don't know, Natasha Simmons, Walterboro. She's an opportunist, and you're not an opportunist, Miss K. Everybody in this piece of opportunist. I'm an opportunist. Come on. Everybody is. Who's not? He who is without sin cast the first stone. Who ain't on it? Who not on this? You know what I mean? You think I bought these mics and all this camera and all this equipment just for really? Really? I've never seen him go at any time on his thing. I've never seen him go this hard at a white person. I've never seen, and I've only, just looking through his stuff here. And hold on, this mic is. Now, maybe I missed the video, but put it up. Thank you, sweetie. June 1st and 2nd, 1863. It's 2 years. So if we're going to celebrate anything, then that's our independence over here, bruh. Now, you can't dispute that fact now, can you? If you repeat this fact, they can't laugh at you. Genesis 14, verse 13. Abraham steps on the scene. But being a descendant of Shem, which is a fact, means Abraham too was black. Abraham born in the city of a black man called, man. That's why they oh, that's Walterboro's date. Oh, my bad. Sorry, sweetness. That's Walterboro date. So Walterboro's actual Juneteenth Day is June 1st, 1863. So it ain't really Juneteenth. So next year, Miss next year, Miss Latoya, Miss Simmons, do it on June 2nd. Okay, that's when Walterboro got its official. That's when Walterboro became a free when they freed, and Georgetown was in February 27th, 1863. Okay, here's the education part of this thing that you're missing out on. Okay, don't want to lose this opportunity to teach you something. Okay,
rejoice and be able to commune with each other. And if we decide to have festivals to make money, it should be us making money, not them or no other.
I don't know if you know it or not, homie, but that is your opinion, and in my opinion, that is you need to move to a socialist country, because in America, you do what you want to do. You're free. You do what you want to do.
Ethnicity, and I don't want to just say them. I'm saying any other ethnicity or any other race, and as much as we can. So,
all right. So again, Cinco de Mayo, we is not messing with them Mexicans, okay? Because that's culturally inappropriate. No tacos, no enchiladas, no burritos, no huevos rancheros, no nothing, no carne asada, no tripas, no flautas, de nada. Porque no me gusta mayates. Chinga tu madre. O tu chingada madre. Let's go.
I don't think that she can. I've never met this lady, but from the messaging and the
how much can you get from a text message, y'all? Y'all know, all y'all know, sometimes you'll text somebody something and it gets lost in translation. You cannot gauge. We misgauge conversations all the time through text. Tell me where the lies are, man. Come on, broski. Don't do it. Don't do it, broski.
That I received from her, I don't think that she's for the actual cause. Now, she's for the money, definitely for the money.
Hey, Mr. Frankie Harrison, I will reach out to you, and we'll make this happen, man. My name is Spanish. See, now you're going back to the 1700s. See, this girl right here gonna give you the two histories, and she gonna come on in. I'm gonna let her explain to y'all. This is how we do in Georgetown County, okay? And this is how we want the rest of South Carolina to be doing. Stop worrying about everybody else's history and worry about your history. Find out your grandma and find out your history. Also, definitely, brother. Oh, I said 17. I'm 200 years off. 15, 20. Anyway, I'm about to get you up on here real fast, and we're going to talk a little history. I got like 3 more minutes. Let me play the rest of this out, and I'm going to give my last commentary, and we'll see where it goes from here.
Money, because she says, well, she said she purchased the whole football field in Walterboro so that we could have our events there. And I'm like,
he's speaking as if he lives in Walterboro. I've confirmed that he's in Walterboro. Okay, know where you live at, but it's not Walterboro. So
if you purchase the entire football field, that's benefiting you. Like, of course, and it's not like.
What does that mean? Is she not supposed to purchase for the benefit of like this fake, like, look on his page and tell me where he's giving so much of himself to the black cause. That's the whole, bruh, come on with this, man. You want stars and likes, dog. You want to be a YouTuber. Period. Don't destroy the sister in the process. If she's wrong, she said she was wrong. She actually said it. I got the text message. She said, hey, I'm wrong, blah, 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 blah. But it's worth more to you to destroy her than it is to help teach her and heal her. It's worth more to destroy her because we don't want no. Come on, Mr. No Solutions. No money was collected. I think he's more intimidated by the fact that she said I bought a whole football field. That's what that sounded like to me, because the comment was just off-putting and just like, what are you, that benefits her? Yeah, that's why you buy property. And to act as if she should not benefit herself, really, broski? Really? This is America, brah. Where all these people buying stuff to sacrifice for them? Cut it out, man. This black to the black. Boy, you cutty out.
You're not charging these vendors. You're getting money. You're definitely getting money. You're getting,
because it's called compensation. I'm supposed to be compensating people. After I put out thousands of dollars for an event, I would love at least to break even, okay? If I can. If not, then cool. She can afford to do it, obviously, apparently. Based on what came in last year, I heard it was not profitable, but it was more about the people who don't want to, even in a non-profit situation, who don't want to recoup the funds they put out there. Please, again, show me the flyer where you put these funds out there yourself. You did this big event. I see you speaking in your jacket, talking to the kids. You know what I mean? Oh, they didn't ask anyone did they pay to attend the event? He watching you, pocket watching.
Proceeds from everything that goes down out there. There's going to probably be ticket sales. I don't know.
Assumptions are being made here, y'all. Ooh, you assuming that he counting that girl money. Don't count the money, brother. Don't be a pocket watcher now. Come on now. Cause if we out here pocket watching now, you know what I mean? You hobnobbing and struggling with these white folks and these just racist. Look at all that racism. Look at how racist America is. Look at that, is oppression right there. That is the picture of oppression. Okay? And this is the picture of who you got to answer to when it's time to do your black event. Okay? You have to check with Black Jesus and make sure that thing is culturally appropriation to aid. It did ask anyone if they paid to attend the event. Apparently he didn't ask anyone, but I will be when I get to Walterboro on Manana. All right, I'm almost ready for you there.
This is a free event. I don't know if they're charging for this event, but I'm quite sure there's going to be ticket sales. I'm quite sure that there's good.
How is he quite sure of that? And he had her there. He could have asked her there. I asked her there, and she said there wasn't gonna be no money. I ain't did it for the money. I ain't do it last year for the money. Everything costs money. Who? Come on. All the artists needed to be profiting. They made money. Come on, bro.
These vendors are not just giving away stuff. I mean.
And And for anybody who has a problem, just carry your ass home. The event be a couple hours, and you don't have to worry about it until next year.
Yeah, I'm sure, and I don't know. I'm not saying wholeheartedly that I know.
Hey, this dude is he's battling reality in his mind. This dude said, "I know for sure. I don't wholeheartedly like." I catch stupid stuff like that, y'all. Apologize. I don't have a life. Look at me. I'm on here all alone on a Friday night.
But I mean, if you're charging the vendors, I don't know if you're getting a kickback from their sales. I don't know that part, but
so if you don't know, it's probably a good time to shut it down and just be quiet. Okay, you don't know. You just said you don't know. So why is it important that you know? I forgot. My bad. It is important because you're Black Jesus.
Getting some money. And if that's the case, you got a football field. I'm so happy that she's got a football field, right? My thing is,
why would a grown man be so happy she got a football field? That's another one of those Freudian slip. What he meant to say is, I'm mad. Who are you? Why? What? How are you able to buy a football field and I'm not able to buy a football field? That's what you should have asked, because that little part you just said was corny. I'm talking about cream style corn, bro. Cream style corn.
Can anybody use your field? I mean, are you gonna allow?
What the? If they rent it, as a matter of fact, Natasha, please hire me to manage the field, okay? And I'll go ahead and tell you right now, before I even get hired, I'm charging you to use the field. Black, white, Mexican, Chinese, I don't care. It's my field. It's not my field. I'm managing the field for this lady, and I'm charging you to use the field. Why would you invest money in a property that's not a residential property for you to build a home? And he got a free field, apparently. He got a free field somewhere, but I didn't see it. I saw a lot of other things. I promise you. I saw a lot of other things.
The youth sports organizations in Walterboro to utilize your field for free, since you claim it.
Bro, the youth sports in Walterboro is a county thing. The county has facilities for that. They collect tax dollars for parks and recreation. Okay? Do y'all see where this is? Y'all see why I feel the way I feel about it at the end of the day? After I read through this and I listened thoroughly, I listened carefully, and I thought they had a real conversation, but then I kept hearing him saying about the text messages, and then I saw the thread. Nah, bro, we both clout chasing, bro. Just cut it out, okay? Just cut it out. But I'm not trying to destroy his sister in the process of that, acting like I'm mad about some damn 1865, 63. And that's what I'm saying. My girl's saying that Walterboro actually got their independence in 1863. But y'all talking about 1865, an event that happened in Texas. Okay? Our independence. Why aren't we selling them? Because you don't know about it. That's why. But you know about Gucci.
That's just so you're giving back. Let's just hold these people accountable. And so,
that's what we doing. We holding these people accountable because, again, I need you to show us, since it's we and all that, show we where your event at and how you gonna think. Maybe you were getting it together after you saw that. You were so moved by that and you just said, you know what? Here's an opportunity for me to teach about Juneteenth and how to You know what I mean? So let me get together with some of my other great bearded friends, and we're going to do the thing. Okay, we're not going to talk about the Yamasee Indians, the black-skinned Yamasee Indians, okay, that fought so valiantly in 1715 because of reasons that you're going to need to read about and educate yourself. But if you want to, bro, the blood you in you. I'll tell you that blood they in you somewhere. Anyway, but let's keep it grooving. Gucci.
And she said, well, the Gullah Geechee Fest, they had white people at the Gullah Geechee Fest participate.
Hold on now. You're going too far. Don't worry. I got a Gullah Geechee lady getting ready to come up here very shortly. Hey, you still in the building?
Painting. And so she sends me a bunch of pictures of the Gullah Geechee Fest. She sends me some pictures of any and everything trying to find a peace point with you, trying to make peace with you. That's why she sent you any and everything. But no matter what she sent you, she could have sent you the whatever, it wasn't enough. Okay? I write you on that what I'm talking about. It wasn't enough. She did not know. She did what she thought was right. And if that's wrong, sweetheart, I appreciate the effort, but look at this way. This basically boils down to, dude, you were racist. You got to be, if you ain't got no problem with David Cooler and you had a problem with David Cooler with the flag, you went and found that picture of him. You posted that flag on your page. And there's a couple other ones that passing that stuff around, but they ain't doing nothing in Walterboro either. And don't think, I ain't forgot about you. That's why I'm going to Walterboro tomorrow, because we're going to get, I like the, you know what I mean? We might as well ride with it if we're going to ride with it. You feel what I'm saying? We might as well, because it's a teachable moment. Remember that. Keep that in your mind, boy. Else except what we're talking about. And for me, that let me know she doesn't know what we're talking about. She does, she's just more concerned about the bottom line. And Juneteenth is not something that she's...
Dog, do you know the price of gas out here? Who's not concerned about the bottom line? Who is not concerned about the bottom line? A fool is not concerned about the bottom line. And you're talking about somebody that's been in business for 20 plus years. I'm wondering about board certification, because to keep it real with you, them chairs and all that stuff, because I got some homeboys that's barbers now, and I was asking them, I showed them the pictures. I'm like, bro, is this, no doubt, I'll be there. You ain't gotta worry about that, homeboy. I'll be there. That's my people's land down there. That's you know what I mean? Them boys fought with my people from down the way. It's all Creek Indian talk right here, man. But again, we from Africa. Where in Africa? From America, Jack. South Carolina to be exact. Georgetown County. Going Georgetown County Hospital. Back to Africa, Pan-Africans. But you dress like a bakra. You look like a bakra. Coming at this sister like that.
Really well versed on, really knowledgeable about. And So I just wanted to let y'all know exactly what was going down.
He said he's well versed on, well knowledgeable about. Y'all go back and listen to this goofy shit yourself and tell me where the information was at in this right here. Okay? Please tell me where the knowledge was so bestowed upon the nation of the people and all of this other garbage that, bruh, cut it out, man. Leave that girl alone, man. Leave that lady alone. She ain't no girl. Leave that lady alone. Leave that woman alone, bruh. Real. Put your festival on. Let me come and talk about your festival. Let's see how you do. Go get you some. Go. I mean, make it just as passionate and as you want. All right. So in the description box there, Miss Pilor, I need you to come on here, please, if you don't mind, and let's have us some history talking points here about Walterboro, South Carolina. Again, South Carolina history is the only history that a South Carolinian should be concerned about. That is, in my opinion. Okay. And if you are and that down there, what they call Yamasee, the proper pronunciation is Yamasee. Okay. Pocotaligo massacre. Y'all know about that? Huh? Do you know about that, Mr. Dubados? Dubados? Lost, man. They don't know themselves. They swear they know themselves. They Pan-Africans. That's what he is. When what going on? I need the link. I put it in the description on Facebook. Look at the description on the book. The book. Is it in the description? A little more piece there for that. I think I heard you come in there. Hold on a second. Let's see. Nope. Can you get to that link? It should be in the description box. Let me see if I put it up there. Oh, look in the description box on Facebook.
The Juneteenth event.
Shush. Tired of hearing that foolishness. Juneteenth. I hear you just pop up in there just no. Okay, let's get this off the screen, y'all. Let me see. Make sure your phone. All right. So, Miss Pilor, if you would turn your phone landscape style, please. See how beautiful that just made that come across the screen there. It just balanced the screen out. I mean, we do top production over here at Palmetto. No. That's a different business.
Oh, wow. You know what?
We do good business over here. I mean, we do, top-notch production over here at Welcome to Andrews the Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. Miss Pilor. All right. I see you've been in here dropping the jewels in here. Any reactions to what I have talked about?
I'm a fair kind of person, equality. I'm a straight shooter. So I want both of them. Miss Simmons, no go. Mr. Cooler, nah. You tried, but no thank you. Not for this one. Unity Day in the United States is October 13th every year. We could do the Unity Festival thing, okay? Mm-hmm. I'm just saying that. But
listen, I'm throwing me a I'm throwing me a doggone festival, and
I
I'm telling you
mean,
right
let's
now.
do it. I mean, we water
Listen,
people. We water people. That's when the oyster's good. You know, we can start crack-a-lacking, get some good tin outside, and let's do the
see what I'm
whole
saying.
thing. You get what
I'm
I'm saying?
like,
Let's eat. We know how to feed. We when we feel good, we feed you. You get what I'm saying? When you feel bad, we feed you.
cause
So
see, for
let's
me,
feed.
I'm gonna keep it real for me. Black History Month is every month for me. As long as I'm in
Yeah,
this in right here, there's
it's
no
365 for me.
there's no, you know what I mean?
I ain't no part-time kind of person. I'm sorry.
And I'm dead serious. Like it's not that I don't care about the other world's history or the rest of the world, but the history that means something to me is history that I can touch. Like I know people that walk on these roads. I know my grandma planted, you know what I mean? This field right here. My great grandma planted this field right here. I know that, and that's to me that supersedes anybody else's history. Period.
Know yourself, know your words.
For real.
I mean, and if you don't, I mean, we got to figure it out. We got to
Yeah.
figure it out. You can't wait for nobody to teach you. This something you should be hungry for yourself.
And that was my point in this whole piece
Let's
right here, is that there was no attempt to, because I spoke with the lady, okay, and we're gonna have a conversation tomorrow, and I would love you to join the conversation,
My
okay.
comment on her post got deleted, so I don't got nothing to say. I
Oh,
mean,
cut it out,
sis,
okay.
it was a learnable moment.
Yeah, but I
You
mean, man, come
know,
on now, you
don't
gotta
get caught up in the riffraff. I wasn't trying to get
yeah,
caught up
I
in the
get it,
riffraff.
I
I'm
get
not
it,
here
but
for clout or none
I
of
know you're
that. I mean,
not, but
follow
you
me if you
gotta.
want to follow me. Don't if you don't. But I'm gonna give it to you raw every day, all day. I
I
mean, I got two princesses I'm raising, and they gotta understand and know who they are as a people first and foremost. So I
no
can
doubt,
care
no
less for
doubt.
anybody else because I know I'm responsible for two.
But
Two
but
on
but
me.
but if we can, you know what I mean, if one of us in our attempt and in whatever the way is, if we don't know no better, we got to do something. We got to move. Like the fact that we moving is something, and we can say, oh yeah, you should do some research and do all that. And I wish the world was built like that. And you know what I mean.
It
So
is. We
my
not the ones who came from Africa when the with the colonizing people. Remember those that came from Africa with the Spaniards. Remember we came here for a reason, a purpose. We were a part of research. So let's not say we don't.
again, you going deep. You going. You know what I'm saying? You going deep, and so I'm with you on that. I'm 100%. I follow you. I'm speaking your language, but what I'm saying is, for those who don't speak the language, we can't just. That's not the. To me, that's not the.
It's
Just
not fair.
no. We got to put our arm around and say, nah, this is why it come off like this way. But then when these people talk about we this that, man, listen, you ain't spend no money on it, bro. You can, you know what I mean. But that's me. And that's how I process things, and it's ignorant, you know what I mean. But that's I'm
Being
telling you
honest,
how it's
just
gonna
being
come.
honest.
Yeah, I'm telling you how it's gonna come off. Like, cause man, listen, I mess around and get do a joint, and I'll go rent the Kidogo Farms, and we'll have Juneteenth
Shall we?
20th. Like,
Well, listen, 420, the weekend of 420. Y'all, we coming to Estelle. We going down there. We're gonna do a Gullah Geechee farm tour.
Allendale, that's out there where I was talking about the Yamasi tribe out there. That's gonna be part of that the part of that weekend excursion. Okay.
We gonna hit them up.
We should,
Bossville,
yep.
Peculiar Pig, Kidogo. Man, listen, honor your
Gullah
ancestors and
Geechee
learn something.
Corridor.
Yeah, learn something. Teach somebody something. That's all I'm trying to do. Let's support it. Y'all, when 23 came in, it was older Jordan year. Well, dunk on people and show them.
No doubt. Hey, listen, I see on the screen Mayfest, Black River Mayfest.
Mayfest, come out.
Mayfest.
Like, let's do this. This is what I'm
And,
doing here.
and again, there it is right there. So I need to see all of these blackening people, instead of going to that beach, carrying your money over there to them buckra.
They
I need
ain't
to
want
see
your
you.
money. They
Okay.
talking. Go listen into their county council and their city council right now. Go listen and
Don't
listen
hold
to how
on.
they people
See,
banging y'all.
see, see.
Y'all planning a real nice time out there. And them people really locking things. Watch how much state law enforcement be on in Horry County that weekend.
They listen. They don't even have to go to the meetings. They can go online and watch the meetings. If y'all think this is what we make it up, they don't want you there. Period.
Go to
Okay.
Atlantic Beach. Atlantic Beach is having a festival next month, actually. And y'all do y'all history on Atlantic Beach. If y'all ever had somebody that was somebody and know anything about Horry County and they looking like us with a little melanin in it, they didn't go to Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle. They went to Atlantic Beach.
Right.
Okay.
And up on Atlantic. Atlantic is divided. You can see where the black people live
And the
at.
black people, that's why I'm saying we are having festivals next month. I gotta get the exact date,
Mhm.
but they're having a festival trying to save Atlantic Beach. So
Yeah.
if you want to do something, let's support each other because the fight is on. The marathon continue. It ain't stop.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why we don't. That's again. This is my opinion. That's why we don't have time to push none of the sisters who, like. Listen, if you step in the wrong way, dog, you stepping. So come on, let me help and see if I can get you on the
Right.
right
This is
path.
160 years. This is 160 years. We talking about Juneteenth, but in South Carolina, this year is the 160th anniversary.
Yes, because in 1860, yes, in 1863, that's when that happened here. And that man who y'all hear me talking about, Jerry Gamble. Jerry Gamble was born in 1861. Okay, during the time of the Civil War. Okay, so and that's my history. That ain't come from no book. Well, it did come from the census and all that stuff like that. But it is my history. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like 1865. Hold up, man. That ain't quite us over here. It needs to be celebrations appropriate for those times.
June 1st and 2nd in Walterboro, y'all celebrating 160 years. 160 years. Let's be proud. Let's be liberated in this. We were a people of resilience. So, I mean, understand y'all drop these Jews if y'all having a festival June 19th, June 17th, or whenever it's happening. Drop the Jews, man. Drop the Jews.
Make sure the education is a part of it because again, the kids they coming to a festival. Make them understand why they coming to the festival. You ain't gotta make no internet podcaster like me. Man, we out here for clout. We out here for clicks and likes.
I'm not. Y'all, that's y'all lane. I'm not. Y'all come and chill with me. Come chill with me.
I'm telling you.
But listen, this is my Mayfest on Black River. This is our second year, so it's not like I'm no expert or anything doing this. Understand that I was in Georgetown and trying to educate about February 27th. I did that. I asked people to come and show up at the Rice Museum, which was the slave mart in Georgetown, in all black on that day. I've done that. My paperwork official.
And she was gaming me on.
Understand it's a lot. It's a lot. But last year I did it the weekend prior to Memorial Weekend so that I personally could take me and my kids to Beaufort because they have a festival honoring the and understand Beaufort was emancipated in 1861. That's a little bit before all of us, okay? So I learned history about them, and that's what we do. Me and my kids, we go within the corridor and learn our history. I'm not trying to out educate nobody. I'm just trying to help each other because I'm learning this stuff as I go, and I'm teaching my kids. It's fun. Learning while playing. It's fun. We can do it. If we stick together, I promise you, we can do it. We can do it.
That's what I'm talking about. So, again, June 17th is when that's going down. They made a new flyer, and I'll get it here shortly, soon, and I'll put it up. Because I want to see this event go down in a major way. I want to see it. I just want to see it happen. You know what I mean? And then we can figure out all other stuff as we move along. You know what I mean? But this is the second year. Got to give them an A for effort. You know what I mean? Again, quick Georgetown County question. What was your opinion on the We got mute. We got mutation. We got mute. We got mute. Unmute your mic.
Same thing. Let's chastise both sides of the fence.
Hey, come on now. We did that.
Yeah, Mr. Hart. Yeah, Scott, you did it. You ran some questions, but
You need to
Mr.
ask. You need to ask them white councilmen. Let's just go ahead and say
The
it. You need to
same
ask.
time, it should have. I should have pulled up on you within an hour of each other.
Yep. Yep. Nah, because like Scott, I know you did not.
Let's just be fair. Let's be fair now. Don't go
Okay.
for one and you can't get the other.
And for everybody that's from Walterboro and you don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about the local internet newspaper in the area. And Scott Harper, who happens to have a reputation for going hard at the black politicians and not really doing so much so at the white ones, but we calls them out in Georgetown County. I'm just gonna say that. And I'll see Scott at the next council meeting. And Scott told me, so this is like gladiators. So he ain't mad. I ain't mad because we gladiators, baby. I know that motherfucker be like,
I'm gonna say the N-word. That's racist. You can't say the N-word.
I know that's what they be saying. Hey, when I bust up in county council, they be looking at me like, who let this
Send you? Who send you? What's in you? What's in you? Ain't who is what? Who raised them churn? Ain't who raised them churn? Is what raised them?
What raised them? Oh man. Yeah. That be my sound effect for the pizza man. The pervert pizza man in Andrews. I'm reaching out to that child's mom, and so I can
Good
get her
luck with
on
that.
talking. Yeah, I mean, and that's a big topic. That's one of the platform. One of the things that I like to talk about on my platform because then it needs to. We need to normalize the conversation. You know what I mean? I'm raising another daughter in this, and it's moving fast, and so.
The boogeyman is real. The boogeyman is real, and that's what the boogeyman is. So understand that is a real conversation. And when you do that, love, the ancestors better be with me if it ever happened to my two. But the boogeyman is a real thing, and we need to teach our kids that. You know what I'm saying, and what to look out for because cyber world is a whole another ball game out of the physical world.
Yeah, and so it's important to teach these, have that conversation with these young ladies so that they will have that conversation with you. You know what I mean? And don't get awkward or whatever. But yeah, that's something that I talk about, and I like it to get uncomfortable when I talk about it because it needs to be talked about. And before I do that, let me shout out this young lady who I've been working with her organization, the Black Diamond Princess LLC, out of I think they are the Johnsonville, but they cover the whole PD, Georgetown County area. And what they do is they help women or men in crisis, like in domestic violence situations or sexual assault. They help the victims get resources, through if it's a battered woman type situation, they make sure that the woman gets, they help the woman get to the say the casa house or whatever, and just different things like that. And so it is an organization that you can donate to. You can find them on Facebook. Go find Black Diamond Princess and make sure you donate to the organization, because those funds that's what's used. So say for instance, if somebody's in a situation and they need to be housed in a motel, that's what those funds are used for, to buy things for the people to help them. And it's a real good thing. Just like this thing right here online, right here, the www.thebigredkids.org. Make sure you go there and support Miss Renee Brown, another Georgetown County native that's doing it.
Starting those conversations, kids. You
can find her on Facebook as well. Okay, where's my other tab at? What my other things at? You can find the young lady on the screen. She has a business and it's called Black It's called Rich River Tours, and it's on the Black.
Right. Yes, it's on the Black River. www.richrivertours.com, guys.
Yeah,
Check us out.
were you out? You said you were out in the river today kayaking.
I
Tell us
was out
about
in
it.
the river today. That was amazing. It got a little windy and a little choppy, like real waves.
Hmm.
But it was amazing. It's a once in a lifetime experience. If you're
How far did you guys paddle down? Where did you drop in at?
So I drop in at Rocky Point, which is in Shopee,
Mhm.
off the Black River, and I went south, heading towards Georgetown. So it's
Mhm.
about on land, it would be about a 10 minutes drive on land.
Mhm.
So we did it in the water in kayaks and went down a very historical creek here in this community, in this area, in this section of Black River. And that was awesome. It was a group of us. It was awesome. Like just to see nature. They saw some baby gators. I actually didn't go and see the gators because
Mhm.
I was being a fat girl, Gotta get my arms in, but it's coming. It's coming. It's a work in progress. Don't trip. He ain't through with me yet. But it was an experience. It was most definitely an experience. And I would love to have any and everybody that would like to do it to come out and do it with us. Um,
Where can they register for? Let me. I got this thing somewhere on here. I'm trying to pull up the website on the.
So richrivertours.com. We're also on Airbnb experiences. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Just trying to give our history and travel the path. Like what I did was historical for me, honestly, because I have stories of my ancestors that, commute on the river. That was our waterway. The waterway was our interstate, I should say. That's how we traveled through with the boats, you know, or with things that could hold afloat in the water. So
Mm.
check out my website, guys. Check out the website. I got a elder telling an amazing story. So just get a feel for it. But
Hey, so
Mayfest, you can get a glimpse of Richard Retours on Mayfest, May 27th. A glimpse of what you can get if you come out and take a tour with us on the Black River.
that is the Rich River Tours. Y'all make sure y'all go over there right now. Go on, and so there's another Facebook page that you have, and that is called.
Gullah Goods and Gifts. So that is a page where me and my daughters, the Gullah Dolls, share the experiences that we have traveling the Gullah Geechee corridor. Connecting dots within our culture, trying to learn from everybody. Like, please, if there's some more history about Walterboro that I don't know about, whenever, let me know. I'm not gonna be there for Juneteenth now. I'm not. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna be there for Juneteenth. But if
Since you
there's
got,
another heritage,
aren't you working on a Juneteenth festival?
I am on a Juneteenth festival already in Horry County.
Mhm.
In Horry County, and
So
I actually
tell us what do you guys do there? And so that's what I'm saying. Give it
so I'm associating
drop.
with two
Okay.
two festivals.
So tell us some of the activities that are associated with this, so that you know what I mean. We could.
So I'm gonna speak about Georgetown. Here in Georgetown, we're gonna have a Juneteenth parade, and it's funny we're talking about Waltersboro because in our parade, I will be honoring the Cumbie River
Okay. And
with my Gullah
what
Dogs.
happened on the? You keep saying Cumbie. It's the Cumbahee.
Cumbahee River. I'm sorry. See, these are things that you and don't trip on my speech. My first language been Geechee, my second been English.
All the time. You know that.
Alright, but the Combahee
There
River,
you go.
um, and that river is sacred to my culture because culture first, race second. Okay,
Mhm.
sacred to our culture because of what the Honorable Harriet Tubman did for our people, Sankofa, to go back and get, and with history.
She brought about 700 out of there. Doing that.
That's
Yeah.
that's written history. That's something
Yeah.
that they couldn't cover up.
Yep.
They couldn't cover that up. But the Harriet Tubman sculpture um will be coming to Georgetown. The statue, I'm saying sculpture. The statue will be coming to Georgetown for 3 months. It's going to Yamasee, but it's coming to Georgetown for 3 months, and we got a lot planned out August 1st through October 31st. So y'all be on the lookout because it's coming. It's coming down south. Um, like I said, the Harriet Tubman, that information is in history. You can't take that away from our people, and we need to be proud of it.
Yep.
That's just 100% fact, truth.
Y'all see it right there. Miss P. Laura Richards, the owner of Rich River Tours and say it again.
Gullah goods and gifts. We all have
Gullah
goods and gifts within our culture, and we need to connect the dots and share those crafts with each other, that resilient idea with each other. They brought us here to exploit us because of all our gifts, but we need to exploit it with each other. And first, we got to do that by honoring our culture.
Y'all hear that? Culture first, race second. Like I said, you're only black in America now. You leave
only in America. Only in America.
You're an American
You go
when you
somewhere
leave.
else and disrespect their culture and see what happens.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You doggone disrespectful Americans.
Just outlaws. Y'all don't know. Just outlaws.
Yep. All right. So listen, Miss Richards, I done did a marathon tonight. You know, ain't nothing going on tonight. I done did 3 hours on this thing, yeah. Great God. I'm about worse than the people. They did a 7-hour live. I ain't gonna get nowhere close to that. I promise you that.
Yeah,
right,
I'm about to go.
I'm about to climb the highest tree I could find. Okay. And so hey, listen, Ms. Richards, we're gonna end this here right now. You're gonna tell the people good night. Tell the people good night. Hey y'all, this is Welcome to Andrews
Buenas
Podcast.
noches.
Go ahead.
Buenas noches. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace. Oh man, we are still on here. Let's do it again, man. One more.